Hey, Rob here for Quadratec.com. I'm out here today with Hyline Offroad, Roush Creek Off-Road Park. I thought we'd give you a quick walk around to check out Hyline's company vehicle, check out all the great parts they have on it. I have with me RJ from Hyline. RJ,
how you doing?
Thanks for spending some time with us today.
Absolutely, yeah.
So this big orange monster, man, it's been around for a while. If you've been out to some events, you probably had a chance to check it out, but we really thought we'd go through it and let some of our viewers know about each of the individual products that are on here, everything from tire size, lift, bumpers, all that good stuff.
Yep.
And so, I mean, we can get started right up front here. What bumper do you have on your Jeep?
Yeah. So this is our mid-width front bumper. It has the factory fog light cutouts. It has the air dam, lower air dam, skid plate, and also the winch guard if you choose to add either one of those or both of those. It's mid-width, so it just goes out about to midway to the stock fender flares. It's got shackle mounts, you know, all the good stuff.
Right.
We manufacture everything in our shop. We're located about an hour north of Philadelphia, so just in Pennsylvania. Everything's manufactured by us, so we do laser cutting, forming, robotic welding. All the hand grinding is done by us. Yep. And then we do send it out for e-coating and powder coating. That goes for all of our products. So you get a really, really nice finish at the end of the day, long lasting.
I mean, if some of our viewers have been following us for a little while, they may have seen another video. You invited us out to check out your manufacturing process. And I don't know if it was this bumper in particular, but we got to see a bumper go from a flat piece of steel to finished product through that e-coat, powder coat process and everything. And you end up with, you know, a great product that's going to stand the test of time and really hold up well in the elements and everything.
The finish really makes a big difference in the products that we manufacture. So, you know, you can just powder coat them, but at the end of the day, the test of time, like you said, the e-coating really helps that. It gets into every little nook and cranny of the bumper because it's a liquid coating versus just a sprayed. So, you know, you can imagine, you know, spraying, you can only spray what you can see. The e-coating being liquid and dipped, it gets into everything, all the interior bracketry, the threads of the hardware, the threads of the weld nuts that we put in there and everything. So it really protects it, gives it a nice finish. And then the top coat of the powder is really what gives it the longevity.
Yeah, that's cool. And we'll make sure we put a link for you guys. If you want to check out that entire manufacturing process, you can click on the link and go over and check out that video. Now, moving right along, what are you running as far as winch on here?
Yep, so we've been running the Warn M8000 for quite a while now. We've got the synthetic line on there. We've got the Factor 55 closed winching system. That makes a huge difference from a safety standpoint on the trail. So if you haven't checked out Factor 55, definitely give them a shout. And the synthetic line, it's kind of been a staple now for a couple years, and it's just an incredibly safe way to winch. And strong too. It's plenty strong enough
all
for
around,
what you're doing.
You know, we've had plenty of experience. It's easier to handle. Can be easier to maintain.
You don't get that whiplash in the event that a cable were to snap.
And you know, you can customize it. You can throw an orange line on to match the Jeep or whatever.
Might as well. Make it stand out more. Why not?
Cool. What are you running for lighting on here?
Yeah, so for headlights, we actually have the truck lights. Super bright, literally night and day difference over stock. They're amazing quality. They do come, I believe now, with the module, so that you don't get that blinking issue that a lot of the LED lights have. So they've been a great asset for us, great buy. And then for the top bar, we actually have a Quadratec J5 light bar. So it has the kind of the clearance amber lights on there. It's a cool look. Functionality too. People can see you coming. Aside from the orange, of course, people can see you coming. But if we move down a little bit, we have our LED light brackets. They are, without a doubt, the best form-fitting light brackets on the market. They're completely press-formed, so they're laser cut and press-formed. There's no welds. There is no grinding, obviously, so they're all one piece. Really, really nice design and nice fitment. They come with a rubber water jet cut gasket, precision cut gasket for behind there. So you don't get any of that paint chafing at all. And the wiring actually runs behind the brackets, so you don't have to now run them to the side or run them through your windshield pillar or anything like that. Everything is really nice and contained, so it pops down in the top and then just pops out the bottom. You can feed it down through the cowl.
Right, so you're not having to do any kind of drilling through the windshield or anything like that.
Absolutely.
And you can still hide the wiring, which is nice. Cool, so you got those light brackets on there, and then looks like they clear the snorkel just perfectly too.
They do. Unbeknownst to us in our design, it actually works really well with the snorkel. This is an AEV snorkel, and they actually have some bracketry that attach to the existing hole locations on the side of the A-pillar. So they fit the snorkel just fine. You can rebolt your snorkel and bracket right to it. So yeah, it's a great fit.
Cool, and then we're gonna go right down to the hood. You got the nice hood louvers on here.
Yeah, really good seller. These are our JK single piece hood louvers. This obviously is color matched. It's a little tougher to see, but with our flush head studs, it actually blends in really nicely to the hood itself. So it makes it look like a nice custom piece, but somebody looking at it from afar really just thinks it's all part of the hood. So it's a really nice addition,
Yeah, cool. Well, we can work our way right around to the side of the Jeep, and you've got the Bushwhacker flat flares on here. And again with that orange, making sure we see you coming. And then what are you running as far as suspension goes on here?
So we are running a BDS 6.5-inch long arm. It's an entire kit. We have the long arms really make a big difference in the road, the road travel. It's a lot nicer as far as you don't feel all the bumps. It's a lot smoother ride. Just stretches everything out a bit. And the 6.5-inch gives you plenty of clearance for, these are 37s. We'll get down to the tires next, but yeah, they're 37s, plenty of clearance for that. They give you plenty of clearance if you want to run, inner fender liners to open that up even more. The Bushwhackers are great, even with a smaller lift, 3-inch lift, give you plenty of room for 37s, even 35, 35s, 37s. So the Bushwhacker fender flares are great. Real simple addition, flexible enough. They're not going to damage anything. If you do brush up into a tree, which I've done on a couple occasions. So yeah, it's a great addition. I
mean, this is a show vehicle, but there's some marks on here. You don't baby it too much.
No, I don't like the mud, but we like the rocks.
So you got that 6-inch BDS long arm, and then coupled with the Fox shocks.
They come with the Fox shocks. We have a JKS adjustable track bar in the front that really solidifies everything up. Keeps steering nice and tight. We've got an upgraded steering stabilizer as well, Old Man Emu. We've got the Dynatrac Pro Rock 44 up front with the RCV axles. So it's basically bulletproof up front. Something does happen to the RCVs, they'll welcome it back with and give you another set. So we have yet to break anything up front. It's been great.
Awesome. How about for lockers? What are you running in those?
We are running the ARB air lockers, all tied to our S-Pod system. The ARB air lockers are great. Turn them on and off. We do have the air compressor on board as well, the single tank air compressor, and it's another great kind of ease, put your mind at ease, use lockers, not use them. It's a real nice tool.
Great. And like you mentioned, you're running a 37-inch tire, and this is a fuel, their gripper mud tire. What do you have these mounted on?
We have them mounted on trail-ready wheels. They come with the bead locks as well. So we have a little bit of, again, orange flare to the bead locks. This is our own beadlock rock ring that we have on there.
Little custom ring on there.
And what that helps with is really obviously to lock your bead in on the tire. You can air down. We usually air down to about 8, 9, 10 pounds or so, depending on the trail. But it also protects your valve stem really nicely. So you do get up into a rock or something like that, or even a root. It really protects it well. So
kind of dual function there, which is nice.
Everybody's ripped the valve stem off. It's not a fun side of the trail fix.
So we're going to weigh down the side of the Jeep here. There's no question who this Jeep belongs to.
Try to make a point.
And it looks great. And you got some other manufacturers up here that we already touched on, the Factor 55, BDS, ARB, and everything. We got these great rock slider integrated step.
Yeah. Yeah, so the rock sliders are a really great addition. Again, there are rock sliders.
Yep.
They're frame mounted, so we don't tie into the body mounts at all. Actually, our first design did tie into the body mounts, and they just, for lack of better terms, they just failed.
Right.
So we went with a frame mounted design, and it gives a lot more support. The reason why we went frame mounted is so they're nice and strong, number one, but we could also use it as a nice wide step as well. So they stick out from the body about 5.5, 6 inches or so. And if you've got a roof rack, if you're washing your Jeep, you need to get access to the hood, whatever the case may be, it's a really nice wide step. And we have the tread pattern on there as well, so there's no slipping. If you got snow on there, it's really a nice platform for a step.
Cool. And then, looking at the Jeep from the side now, we notice too, we've got some inner fender liners that are kind of nice. They look like they tuck up in there nice and tight. Yeah,
so we've got front and rear fender liners. They come either powder coated black, as you see, or bare aluminum. So the fender liners have kind of been one of those products in the industry. They've really people have really taken hold of them. And we've designed ours, a couple different features. The fronts, we actually have a body gap coverage. First ones in the industry to make that coverage, or design the parts with that coverage. And that just keeps all the junk, the dirt, mud from getting inside. There's a kind of a hollow body panel there, and keeps all that junk from getting inside there.
Yeah.
It's a real nice look, kind of completes the inner fender well, protects the engine components, vital engine components in there from rocks kicking up.
Yeah.
It's a really nice addition.
Yeah, and like you said, it just kind of gives a nice finished look.
And the rear, the rear is, they mate really well with the Bushwhacker fender flares.
Yeah.
With the plastic flanges of the Bushwhackers, they really tuck under the fender liners nicely. And the back also give you nice coverage. More of a cosmetic piece. I mean, who's joking who?
Sure.
It's a cosmetic piece, you know. But if you're looking to tie everything together, it's a real nice addition.
Awesome. So, I mean, while we're here, we can check out the interior a little bit. You mentioned you've got the S-Pod system on this Jeep, right?
We do. Yep.
So, up above here, we've got all your switches, easily accessible for everything.
Yeah.
Looks like you've got a gauge up there for your, I'm assuming for the onboard air, for the air lockers.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, we've got, it's a 6 button pod, and it has in the center there, it has an air gauge for the compressor, for the ARB compressor. So we always know, what we're running, what PSI we're running at. And yeah, the switches basically are for any of my exterior lighting, the light bar, and then the ARB front and rear lockers. Yep.
Any other modifications to the interior?
Got the quad floor mats.
Quadratec floor mats.
Who can forget those? Yeah, they're great for any sort of snow. We're in PA, so we get the slush and the snow and all that stuff. So yeah, they definitely help out.
Cool. Let's check out the back of the Jeep. Awesome. So out back here, we've got another pretty new bumper from you guys to kind of tie the whole package together, right? Why don't you tell me a little about the bumper?
Yeah, so the bumper itself, we have a standard rear, which is basically our full-size rear. It will wrap around the body completely and then tuck underneath the fender flares. But this is considered our mid-width bumper. It's our new Ridgeline series bumper.
Right.
And it has a couple different features on it. It has the high lift jack mount. That's a separate purchase. You can purchase the arm and the jack mount, or you can add a Rotopax mount as well on here. Some people will actually bolt the Rotopax right to the high lift jack. Yep. So that's an option as well if you choose to do that. But yeah, the mid-width bumper is really nice. It's really sleek and slender. It's got great curves to it. We like to, the JK is a curvy kind of vehicle, so we like to add not just the sharp corners and sharp angles. So we really design a lot of curvature into our products, which is not easy to do with sheet metal. Yeah. It takes a lot of expertise and experience, but really came out nice. So mid-width just wraps right around the body lines. We have the fog light cutouts, or fog lights, the reverse lights, or just accessory lights for the back. So we have the cubes that you can add. We have the rigid dualies in here as well. Super nice light. Super bright. and they fit in there really nicely. But you can fit just about any aftermarket 3-inch cube light in there. We have the mounts that are built in and welded inside the bumper. We even provide some spacer shims that you can, space it up or down, whatever you need to do.
Get the light to fit just perfect.
Just perfect in there. Yep.
Awesome. And then as far as exhaust on here, looks like it's a little changed up from stock.
Yeah. So we have the DB exhaust. It's a dual exhaust, and what DB's kind of claim to fame is the interior drone. So it's for a 6-cylinder, it's got a really nice tone to it.
Yep.
It's not that bad inside. On highway driving, going 70, it's really not that bad. And it gives you a really nice kind of deep tone. So we've had it on there now for since 2012. So, it's been 4 years, almost 5 years, and it's nice.
Yeah. And it looks like it's held up really well. Yeah. It's been banged up a little bit, I think. So, I mean, like you said, you use this Jeep. It doesn't just go to shows. It comes out on the trail, too, and has some fun.
A hammer makes good work on anything. So, yeah, we banged it up a couple times, but it takes shape again.
Nice. And how about that? We mentioned the front axle a little bit. What are you running in the rear here?
Yeah, so it's a stock 44, and we're running LUSA axles in it.
Right.
We've got diff covers front and back, Dynatrac diff covers. Yep. We have yet to rip, peel, damage them at all.
Nice.
So they've been a really good, solid part for us as well.
Nice.
And we've also got JE reel front and rear drive shafts. They've held up really great over the years. Again, 2012 when we installed them, and they've really done wonders for us.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out of the day. Give us a little walk around here of your JK. And if customers want to find out some more about Hyline or follow you guys, how can they find you?
Yeah, so you can visit our Instagram account. We usually do some daily posts, so you can visit Instagram, Hyline Offroad on Instagram, and then Hyline Offroad on Facebook as well.
Sure.
And HylineOffroad.com. So
awesome.
It's really simple, and you can see us on Quadratec too.
And of course, you can find a full lineup of products from Hyline over at Quadratec. Well, if you have any other questions about this awesome Jeep, you can feel free to leave them in the comments section below. We'll get back to you. If we can't answer it, we know where to find this guy. We'll make sure we get you an answer. You want to make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll be the first to know about all the latest videos, how-tos, new products, walk-around videos, and more. Why don't you say we go hit a few trails out here at Ross Creek?
Let's do it.
Sounds good. Till next time, I'm Rob. I'll see you out on the trail. Keep going, keep momentum, keep it going, keep going. There you go.